Dave Chambers was born in Leaside in 1940 and grew up like many Leaside boys at the time, playing hockey and baseball, attending Northlea Public School. Dave was an accomplished athlete from the very beginning, playing football, track, and hockey with many Leaside teams, including captaining the Leaside High School team to its third consecutive TDIAA City Championship in 1956. Dave also played on successful major Junior A teams at the time, including the Guelph Biltmores champions in 1957 and the St. Michael Majors in 1960. Dave would attend the University of Toronto, playing for the Varsity Blues in both football and hockey, being voted the most valuable player of the hockey team by his teammates in 1961. Dave would later go across the country to the University of British Columbia, where he would play on the UBC team coached by the legendary Father David Bauer, where they reached the national finals in the 1962-63 season. Dave would then go on to coach for numerous college hockey squads in both Canada and the United States for the University of Saskatchewan, Guelph, York, and at Ohio State, coaching his team to the first ever CCHA Conference Championship, all the while balancing coaching and academic work, also earning his PhD in kinesiology from Ohio State at the same time. Professor Chambers would return to Canada to teach at York University while also coaching their hockey team to a successful record, including winning the Canadian National Collegiate Championship in 1985. An interesting turn of events took place in the early 80s when Coach Chambers took on the role of head coach for the Italian men's national hockey team, with the goal of getting them out of the B division of the World Championships, something they successfully did in 1981. This meant that in 1982, Italy was playing in the championship division against the more typical hockey-faring nations like Canada, the United States, and the Soviet Union.
2:32 in overtime. On the draw, shot by Evans, he scores! Oh!
To make matters even more challenging for Dave and the Italian team, the Edmonton Oilers saw an early exit from the 1982 Stanley Cup playoffs, which meant that Wayne Gretzky and some of his Oilers teammates went over to compete in the 1982 World Championships for Team Canada. Italy shocked the hockey world by drawing Canada to a 3-3 tie, a game which would garner Dave and the Italian team the attention of the global hockey world. They also beat the United States that tournament, which would end up relegating the American team to the B division the following year. Naturally, the Canadian Amateur Hockey Association, what's now known as Hockey Canada, took interest in Dave Chambers, where he would ultimately end up coaching numerous national Canadian teams, including winning the 1987 Spengler Cup. Dave was called upon to coach Team Canada at the 1988 World Junior Hockey Championships in Moscow in an attempt to right the ship after the infamous punch-up at Piestany the previous year, which saw Canada disqualified from the tournament. Dave's coaching of future NHL stars including Joe Sakic, Trevor Linden, and Theo Fleury was steadfast and successful as Canada indeed won the tournament, their third World Junior Hockey Championship.
The clock here in the Soviet Union counts up to 20 minutes. Here's a shot at floor by Linden as he came in on the left side. Trevor Linden.
Well, we have to get possession of the puck. We got to drive in with the puck and get a hold of it and set it up like we got that power play goal. We're not. Dave Chambers, I'm sure, is very conscious of that. He's changed the power play unit. We have a different group out there, and the issue in your power play is to get the puck in their end and get possession and move it. We're dumping it, getting it in there, and not getting to it.
1:12, the time remaining in the penalty to the Talnish. We're at 11:38 into the second period. Canada in front by a score 1. It was 2-0 Canada after 20 minutes. Back to the line, Mark Laniel. He gets the return pass, a shot, right on the score!
There's no question.
5-4, Canada is going to win this game. It's all over! Team Canada managed to hang on desperately through that third period, but they hung on and they won it by a score of 3-2, and the celebration is taking place on the playing surface.
Dave would go on to be an assistant coach for the Minnesota North Stars in the 1989-90 season and serve as the head coach of the Quebec Nordiques in 1990-91, reuniting with Joe Sakic and coaching Matt Sundin in his rookie year. Dave would ultimately return to York University to continue his work as a professor of kinesiology. However, his involvement with hockey at an international level did not conclude there, as Dave authored numerous books about hockey coaching, drills, and systems, including Coaching, the Art and Science, and the Hockey Drill Book. These books have become so well regarded in the hockey world that the Russian Hockey Federation had them translated into Russian, an effort led by Vladislav Tretiak and Slava Fetisov. Dave's career as a hockey player, coach, and builder serve as inspiration to anyone growing up with sports in Leaside as to just what lengths of achievement are possible. Dave Chambers has been inducted into the Halls of Fame of York University, University of British Columbia, and tonight he joins those Halls of Fame as an inductee in our very own Leaside Sports Hall of Fame.